Good morning. Happy Sunday to everybody. We're trying another take on this platform. I had recorded probably a good 20, 30-minute episode last night, and I could not upload it. And I'm tweaking. I'm doing a shorter version of last night's episode. If anybody wants to check out the full episode, I had posted it on another platform because I wasn't able to post it here. But I wanted to talk about games, okay? I never liked games. I never liked learning games. For me, I always thought they were a waste of time. That's why I never got into gambling. I did board games when I was a kid because it was social. You know, you couldn't drink, you couldn't get high. You didn't have much to do when you were a kid. Like your whole world was very small when you were a kid. But like I said, I didn't like being forced to play sports in school or in camp. And I never really got into following sports. I tried, but I get very bored. I'm not into gambling yet. Our whole culture, our whole world, our whole social life is built around games. Where I live here in Vegas, people come here to gamble on, slot machines or I don't know what kind of games they play out there at the casino or these big TVs where they gamble on sports. And as a person, it makes it very difficult for me to assimilate with other people when social lives are based upon games. Men go out in groups together with their favorite sports teams, with the number and the name of the player. To me, that's idol worship. That's idolization, honestly. And also, it makes me feel uncomfortable because they come up to me and they expect me to know what's going on with the team because I'm a man. So I end up bullshitting and trying to extract whatever information I can get from the conversation and retaining that bullshit for the next person who brings up sports with me. A friend one time said to me when I was in my early 20s, he said, Steven, you're not your typical all-American red-blooded male. You're not into sports and apple pie and Chevrolet, whatever the hell guys are supposed to be into. He goes, you're more into sensitivity. And that's when he hit a nerve with me because I thought to myself, he's called me sensitive? Does he think I'm a faggot? Am I a sensitive faggot? So now, for the rest of my life, I've been walking around thinking that I'm a sensitive faggot and nothing personal. Back in my days, you could say the word faggot. You can't say that. Doesn't mean you're gay. Faggot means you're weak. You're a sissy. You're not cool. But I've had this complex my whole life that I'm a sensitive faggot, and I constantly feel that I have to hide the fact with all this macho male sports talk and shit. And that's why I think everything's bullshit, and I think people are bullshit. And I'm hoping this episode gets recorded so I don't have to delete another episode. Thank you, guys. Games. We'll title this episode Games if it's published.